They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Now here's Wallace. After the miss from Mr. Clutch.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
Latrey. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. We see a few of those go. Now it becomes contagious.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, it's often a game of very slim margins, and those close losses somehow sting even more.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and Oklahoma City with the change here too. Dort, he's checked in for Payson Wallace.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch.
And again for three.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. The shot by Williams, no good. Denver leading by 15. Here's Joe. He had 40 points in the win against Houston.
Well, he also did a good job making plays for others. What a performance.
One way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
That bucket in no time at all. 21 points for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Pass to Prosper. 5 on the clock. Over Gordon. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Time called here, and the Thunder decide to talk it over. Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It's tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
For Simmons, averaging 5 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds.
And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of the team.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Joe passes to Jokic to the paint. Denver passing it around. This one for three, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Mr. Clutch. Joe's got 27 points. Here's Morrison, covered by Joe. Morrison gets the bucket.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah,
Oklahoma City foul. Morrison.
Denver
First personal foul.
First shots from the
First
stripe
team
in this
foul.
game.
And they've had really good
At the
numbers
line
all
for your
season
Nuggets,
from the free throw line.
Joe. taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Dort. Over Brown. That one a little long.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers,
Thomas
they add.
Sorber.
And with each made
Assisted.
three, their confidence
Wallace.
continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Morrison out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Prosper at the power forward. Wallace outside. Here's Sorber, guarded by Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Morrison can't hit.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space.
Connects again from distance.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all
Nuggets
time
foul.
for threes.
Personal foul.
Clutch.
First
That
team
is his
foul.
first foul of the game. Both
Substitution on
teams
the
will make
court.
substitutions.
Jonas
Just to catch up on
Valanciunas.
some numbers here.
One
The
shot.
scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Well, when you watch Valanciunas now, the thing that stands out most is the rebounding on a per-minute
Nuggets
basis.
foul.
He's still one of the best in the
Second personal
Well,
foul.
the screen is what gave him space.
Shooting for
to make his
Oklahoma
move.
City.
Ben Simmons, who's checked in for Denver. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's Joe, guarded by Marion. Launches a three.
That three moving him into his...
You can feel it as soon as it left his hand.
Timeout call for
He is the
the Thunder.
king of the three, and
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the Jumbotron as a record has been broken.
A show.
Isaiah Joe.
Boy, he is
New
done
record
this.
holder for the most three-pointers made in the season is...
letting him know
It's
how
that
much
time of the game, Nuggets fans. Here come the Nuggets.
I've seen a better shooting season of this league. Just incredible stuff from deep for him.
And here's a look at some numbers for him. inside. Morrison. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Williams.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick way.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah.
Nuggets foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Third personal foul.
76% on the
14
season
foul.
from the foul line.
Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Joe. And again, it's the Nuggets from G.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Marion outside. Pass to Sorber. 5 to shoot. Over Simmons. Rebound by the Nuggets. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Not a close contest.
Coming out for 2. Ben Simmons with the
Yeah, give credit to those guys
the
for
end of the
playing with
first
such
half with the
aggressiveness.
score.
It
Your
makes
Nuggets,
a huge difference
74.
when you get that kind of boost from your second.
38.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll take a quick break. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, they've been calling his number a lot, and he's been rewarding their trust.
Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Jamal Murray is up there with Mr. Clutch, and it's Watson in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Joe. Ball is covering. Joe can't get it to go. Now, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Basket counts.
Joe.
Joe's got
Jamal Murray with the dime.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
to the middle. Sorber
Thomas
with the bucket.
Sorber.
And they're forcing the ball
Assisted
inside,
by
and it's working.
Shane
like a charm.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Kevin?
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And again,
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
you know, GA, you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out. Pass to Sorber. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Who's
Now
ball?
the numbers for Jokic. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging about 19 points per, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is
Shai
a
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a
Isaiah
prolific.
Joe.
Well, they just didn't keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Another shot. Here's Sorber. Banked in off the glass. Sorber's got 8.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Ripped away.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pushing
third.
it up.
2
No one
minutes.
to stop him.
Thunder
They blow
foul.
the whistle just as he gets it off.
Wallace.
That's 2 points.
First
With a
personal
chance
foul.
for another one at the stripe.
At the line
And a
for your
chance for just a
Nuggets.
second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the
Shooting
Nuggets.
1.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think
Thomas
it's huge for our
Sorber.
game. Fans
Assist
pay
goes to
and watch TV
Morrison.
to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than if those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
A step back shot here. Morrison can't hit. Denver shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just a bit under 50%
Denver
of the field since halftime. And there's a
Personal
whistle
foul.
that goes on Mr. Clutch.
First team foul.
That will get him his 4th foul of the
Oklahoma
game.
City substitution.
And the Thunder making a change
Carlson.
here. Carlson's checked in. Dort gets to Morrison. Fires for 3. And Simmons with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Joe. And
Isaiah
he hits it
Joe.
again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Down low. And that one is
Morrison.
hammered home.
Putting
Assist
that
from
pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
34 seconds left to play in the third. To the right side. Shot clock at 5. With his first shot attempt, again the Nuggets score.
Nice shot. Brown with good footwork and good mechanics.
Outside, George. Pass to Morrison. There's the 3. That one, no good. And so it's Denver able to put on a show for the Agents.
103.
They've been playing some
Oklahoma
ferocious
City.
defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Substitution on the court.
Tyson's checked in, and it's Mr. Clutch in for Jones. Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, at the guard spots will be seen Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Then it's Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. Here's Joe. Good, that's another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Strother. Denver passing it around. Here's Joe. Off target with his three. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They get to take out the Blazers at Portland after this one.
Assisted
That will
by
conclude their brief
Wallace.
two-game road trip. Joe with it. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The shot, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Wallace, the pass to Dort. On target from 13 feet.
Dort.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
Here's Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Bounce pass, Joe.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fires from deep. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good.
Shane
Basket number 5
Gilgeous-Alexander.
on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
A good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Offensive rebound. And it's
Jonas Valanciunas.
finishing it off.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Joe with it. Now, SGA defending. Joe passes to Valanciunas. Lets it go with a 3. And he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there for Mr. Clutch.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch.
Shane
and a true
Gilgeous-Alexander.
show of strength.
Assist goes to
And this was
Williams.
one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so when you look at the season
Nuggets
record,
foul.
this one will tally
Joe.
up number 43 on the year.
Fifth personal
This will
foul.
be their third
Fourth team
win in
foul.
3 tries against these guys.
Substitution on the
Match
court.
up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Mr. Clutch.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Joe, good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. Offensive onshot. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams
Your
tonight.
Nuggets,
One that was in total control,
127.
playing flawlessly. And
Thunder,
the other just searching for answers
72.
that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is
Thank
just
you to everyone for coming out and
Fans
supporting your
involved
teams.
from the get-go.
Please get
And
on
once they
safely.
started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here was Stan Van
Shout out to all the leaders in the city. Here are some Season 2 standouts.
A colossal crew with total wins north of 18,000. Shout out to Through the Storm, some sensational squads in that crew.
We are loving the Pro-Am Lightning of Silent Storm with over 300 Pro-Am wins in 3v3, while Kalas have over 100 5v5 victories so far.
Shouting out to the streak leaders in the city, IMY Kobe and Prax with 134 straight victories.
And another difficult place to win, the Proving Grounds, where 60 racks is proving to be difficult to defeat.
With about a month remaining in Season 2, can you find yourself rising up the leaderboards? Go out and prove it.
Using the exchange in my team allows you to upgrade to some very special player cards all the way up to new wild gems.
That's right. You can exchange Series 1 cards for Gems of the Game players, which can be exchanged for hidden gems.
Now, having these hidden gems lets you play as unreleased cards ahead of schedule, and they can really boost your lineup. You can earn them across my team modes.
And you can exchange hidden gems
Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through the tunnel earlier on, ready to give their faithful fans plenty to cheer about tonight. Welcome everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Mr. Clutch out there with Murray. Then it's Brooks. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, in its small and power forward, it'll be Flag. Davis. Kyrie Irving is out there with Reed. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. Here we go. Bringing this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Against Murray. And here is Irving. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Sometimes even I'm not sure how Irving does what he does out there.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Jamal Murray is at the top of their scouting report. He said to me pregame, Murray is the ideal combo guard. He can excel on or off the ball. That is what makes him tough to deal with. You just never know how he'll attack you. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here in the game. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
They attacked. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
Good on the triple.
That's a high percentage when the defense fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Joe, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Joe's got 9.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
He gets that one.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
Denver's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Here's Joe. Another three for Denver.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
The Mavericks have got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Davis finds Gafford. Lets the free fly. And Kyrie Irving good for 3. He has 7.
Well, that is Kyrie the competitor. He would not let that 3 go unanswered.
Joe.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
Reed the pass to Davis. Outside, Reed. Inside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Assist goes
Covered
to
at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the inside. And Reed throws it down.
And that's what he does. Kyrie is a magician with the basketball, always looking for teammates.
From past the arc, and again the triple for Mr. Clutch. Joe's got 21 in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Reed, plenty of space, and that one goes long.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Here's Joe. And again, Denver with the triple.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Picked away. And that's out of bounds. It would last touch by Murray. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Mr. Clutch.
And you just look at the point totals that he has posted up during that time frame. Just some unreal numbers. Hard to argue with him as the pick when he is just putting up huge stats on offense and carrying this team with his
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now,
2 minutes.
He has 7. Over Murray. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets lead by 10. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy. But that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym. Perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Dallas calls timeout. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last meeting of these 2 teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Davis. Christie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Reed. He had 16 points in the win against Denver.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Joe. 11-point game. And 1:01 left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, Mavericks with the rebound. Marshall passes to Christie. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Joe can't get it to go. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had a really good season from the free throw line.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Oubre is checked in. Mavericks trail by 8. 4 seconds separating the shot game box.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
The Mavericks have made their only free throw attempt today.
Taking 2 shots.
To the line. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Mr. Clutch. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, the lock.
Substitution on the court.
Different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. Flag is checked in for Kelly Oubre, and Irving subbed in for Reed.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it's small and powerful. It'll be flagged in Davis. Max Christie out there with Irving, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had 39 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc. As usual, he just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And the shot is good. The Denver League's been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Christie.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Valanciunas finds Joe. Over Christie. That one off the back iron and out.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it. He's got to focus on the next one.
Third
and
personal
that
foul.
is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
Dylan Brooks.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
The Nuggets lead by 7. And stolen by Flag. And here we go. Flag heading to the hoop. And Gafford throws it down.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
He didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make.
Now on the floor for
the
Dallas.
game.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatch.
Reed, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Here's Irving. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Jared Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford.
Lively.
Here's Reed. That one is good. He's only missed one shot. His 6 days on the floor.
The points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Joe. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
3.
Murray's got his 7th assist in the game. Mavericks trail by 10. Pass to Davis. Back to Reed. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Over 30 pounds to his frame, and with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Mr. Clutch. And he recovers it over Murray. Jokic grabs the miss.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
It's good.
Isaiah Joe.
Joe's got 49 points in the game.
Nikola Jokic.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Reed the pass to Davis. Back to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Reed.
A nice ball movement there. AD picking up the assist.
The Nuggets leading by 11. Here's Joe. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Brooks. Now, here's Jokic. Makes it off the
Nikola
glass.
Jokic.
And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Dylan Brooks.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Reed.
Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
3 points.
He's been a one-man air raid.
That's the end of the first half with the score.
This
Dallas,
defense is trying to
46.
stay connected to him, but he is
Denver,
on a mission.
63.
And so it's Denver out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Second half is underway, and here's who David Adelman's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's Brooks. And it's Murray in at the 1. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Here's Reed. They get it back. The Nuggets leading by 20. It's stolen by Davis. Reed with it. Now fouled by Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, he needs to settle down a little bit. You don't want to leave this game because of foul trouble.
The Mavericks in a fifth attempt at the line in the game. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it much harder.
Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Flag. Dallas moving the ball around. Marshall passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And he might be small for a shot. Boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Joe. Bangs on the trifecta. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those tough games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy. Guys, back to you."
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Denver calls timeout. A different look for Dallas. Kelly.
Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Buries the long-range jumper. Joe's got 11 in the second half.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Irving, good.
Impressive work inside that time from Irving. He is one of the most talented scorers in this league.
Here's Joe. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working.
And there's a Mr. Clutch.
Third team
That's
foul.
his 5th foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Irving. He's got 10. Offline with his 3. In the corner, Murray with it. Here's Joe. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points. And
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
Young fella is
Your
in
Mavericks.
the zone.
72.
The defense right now.
Denver.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Irving on the bench, here's the foul for Jason Kidd. Martin is out there with Flag. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Kelly in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Lively. Now Flag. Now, Nembhard. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watched shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. Even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Clock at 6. Pass to Flag. Fires away from outside. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Kelly. Brooks covering. Here's Flag. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, Joe. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Kelly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Joe.
Assisted by how many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitutional. At the line for the Nuggets.
Look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nuggets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout off tonight. This is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look. Look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Clutch.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way. Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Your passes to Joe. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And on the way from Irving for 3, it's hauled in by Watson.
You know, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Here's Joe. Pass to Brown. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily.
That's the end of the game.
This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their
Thank
team
you, everyone, for supporting your teams here tonight. We hope you get home safe. We can't wait to see you again.
Never expect
Peace.
a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports.